Hey Hoopheads, Brad here with another breakdown of the Raptors championship run, and today I want to talk about the Raptors 111-82 win over the Orlando Magic in Game 2 of the first round. This game was coming off a tough 3-point home loss in which Lowry was held completely scoreless, but he bounced back in this one with 22 points on 8 of 13 shooting. Kawhi had 37 points on 15 of 22, Gasol had 4 steals, and the Raptors held the Magic to just 37% from the field overall and 82 points. Let's get into it. This is the very first defensive play of the game, and as Vucevic gets the ball at the elbow and Jonathan Isaac clears out to the opposite elbow, watch how Siakam slides into help position right in the middle of the key, and now as Augustin gets the handoff, Siakam is there to cut off the drive, and Gasol steps up as well. Great hands, he's able to poke the ball away from Augustin. That's going to be a turnover, and the Raptors' aggression on defense was really high this game. On this play, as Green defends the ball handler, on the weak side, Vucevic is faking like he's setting a pick for Fournier, and then Fournier is going to try to cut backdoor, but check out the way Gasol just drifts into the middle of the paint to make sure that Siakam has that covered. Then he gets out to Vucevic. Isaac comes up to get the handoff, and then as he comes off the screen, check out the way Gasol steps up and traps him, uses his great hands to swat the ball away. Lowry dives on the floor, and the Magic get called for the loose ball foul. Great defense there. And now as Fournier curls off the screen, Gasol has to step over and help out on him. The pass goes to Vucevic, and that forces the switch. Now it's Lowry on Vucevic, and you can see Siakam on the weak side, and he's going to rotate over as Vucevic drives to the baseline and gets up for the dunk attempt. Great challenge by Siakam. And then just moments later on a fast break, Siakam getting another good challenge at the rim, this time on Evan Fournier. Great paint protection from Pascal. And now on the far side, you can see Green and Lowry switch, a little bit of ball denial action, and then as Aaron Gordon catches the ball here, check out where Lowry is, and then Gordon's going to drive to the right, and check out the way Lowry goes all the way across the key to cut him off and take that charge. And now off the side inbound, Lowry with some aggressive ball denial defense as Augustin tries to get the handoff. Then once he does get the ball, Gasol does a great job of moving his feet on the drive. And right here, Gasol is making himself big so that the pass to these two guys at the top aren't there. Plus Kawhi is hovering in the passing lane to Aaron Gordon while also being ready to rotate out to the corner. That's where the pass goes. And now as he runs Fournier off the 3-point line, check out the way Danny Green and Siakam help over to cut off the drive. And because Kawhi stayed in the play, he's able to intercept this pass back to the corner. Great team defense there, great rotations, and this kind of frenetic attacking defense really threw the Magic off this game and helped the Raptors win. And now as Augustin comes off the screen, he's going to get Danny Green on his backside. Gasol's over trying to help out, and check out the way Vucevic seals Gasol out of the play. That opens up the right side of the lane, but Danny Green with a great job of staying with it, using his length to bother Augustin. Luckily for the Magic, the ball would fall right into Vucevic's lap, and the Raptors eventually commit a foul, but nice work handling that initial action. And now this is a clever move. It looks like the Raptors are in a man-to-man, but as the Magic initiate their offense with some screening action on the far side, the Raptors drop into a zone with Siakam patrolling the middle, Green and Kawhi on this side, Gasol and Lowry on the far side, and then as Fournier tries to drive, he's cut off by Siakam, and as Augustin starts to drive baseline, Siakam rushes out to him to cut it off, and now Vucevic flashes to the post on the strong side. He spins and Gasol goes for the strip, ends up fouling him. Bit of a dubious call, but the Raptors ended up committing quite a few fouls with the aggression level of their defense. The Magic shot 16 free throws in the first half and still only scored 39 points. And now I just want to take 10 seconds and remind you that the Patreon is launching this Friday, March 20th. You can get access to exclusive written and audio content and vote for which non-Raptors games I cover, so check that out. On this play, check out the ball denial of Lowry on Fournier again. Vucevic can't get the pass to him, goes to the other side where Augustin is going to backdoor Kawhi, but luckily Lowry and Siakam both slide over from their men. They get up to challenge, and Lowry's able to get the block on DJ. And Lowry's defense was absolutely monstrous in this game. Here, as Fournier gets the ball, you see him pressuring up, and then as Vucevic gets the ball, Fournier is going to try a little cut, and then he's going to clear out of there. You see Lowry step through, and then once he's behind Vucevic, Vuce is assuming he's going to clear out with Fournier to the far side, but Lowry sticks around, gets his mitts in there, and is able to cause the jump ball just all over the court, being a complete menace. And on this play, the Raptors are in a zone, but they make it so hard to read what coverage they're in. As Gordon comes up to set the screen, they switch it so you think maybe they're in a man-to-man, but then as Gordon clears out to the other side, you see Green sticking around on the strong side. Now the coverage becomes apparent, and then as T-Ross comes off the screen, Serge is going to step up and trap him, get the ball out of his hands, and now the Magic wind up with Michael Carter-Williams attacking the paint, not nearly as dangerous. Good solid defense from the Raptors. And now as Aaron Gordon comes off the screen, you see Serge sagging a little bit so he doesn't get blown by and does a great job of containing him. Gets up, throws the huge block back in his face. I guess technically in somebody else's face, but a great block. And then as Fournier comes off the Kemberg screen, you see Serge in position to help out, cut off the drive. Also, Lowry is shading over towards Birch to prevent that dive to the basket. Then Lowry gets out on MCW, runs him off the three-point line, and Serge is there on the back line of the defense to challenge the layup. And then you see Norm pressuring up on Evan Fournier. As Fournier comes off the screen, he has Norm on his backside, but Norm does a nice job of working around him. He gets up just as Fournier goes up to shoot it. Fournier thinks better of it, but he ends up lifting his pivot foot here and gets called for the travel. And then just a couple minutes later, the exact same play happens again, except the only difference is this time Fournier shoots it and takes the block instead of getting the turnover. Really solid pressure by Norm there. This time, MCW tries a similar thing, except with Fred VanVleet, who doesn't have Norm's length. MCW takes it all the way into the paint, and check out how Serge just lays off him until he goes up to shoot, and then he gets up and contests it. Nice work by Serge to avoid overcommitting. And on this play, the Magic work it to DJ Augustine. Vucevic comes up to set the screen, and you can see Gasol is in position to trap if he goes to the right. You can see Siakam is in help position if he goes to the left. DJ ends up passing it out to Isaac, and Siakam closes out short to him, does a nice job of moving his feet to cut off the drive. And now the Magic are going to have to settle for a contested three from Evan Fournier. Good work by the Raptors to keep them out on the perimeter. And then here, as Vucevic gets the ball, check out the active hands from Gasol as Siakam fronts Aaron Gordon in the post. Then as Gordon comes off the Vucevic screen, Gasol is in help position. They wind up turning it into a switch, and as Vucevic posts up Siakam, Gasol comes over with the double team, and check out the active hands again. This time he deflects the pass attempt, and that's going to be a turnover. Great defense from Gasol and Siakam handling the two-man game. And now as Augustine comes off the Vucevic screen, Vuce is going to dive to the basket. Check out Lowry hanging around in help position. The ball goes out to his man, and he closes out really quickly. Nice work there. The ball goes to Vucevic in the post, and as Fournier clears out, Lowry comes over with the double, forces the ball out of his hands, and then communicates with Danny Green. He's going to switch on to Jonathan Isaac, but that turns out not to matter as the Magic attack from the strong side. Lowry is there to take the charge once again. Incredible defense all over the court all game long. And on this one, as Aaron Gordon and Kawhi fight for position under the basket, Gasol with the active hands is able to deflect and steal the entry pass. Incredible hands from Gasol in this game. And on this play, Aaron Gordon is going to come up off this Vucevic screen and curl into the middle. And check out the way Siakam bumps him with his body. And that means Gordon can't take quite as tight of a cut as he comes off the screen. Now when Gordon does drive, Siakam is in better position to stay with him. Plus, as Fournier goes out to the corner, Lowry is going to stay in help position by the basket. Watch Kawhi rotate down to Fournier in the corner. Green shades over towards Augustine, and that's going to leave Jonathan Isaac open for an elbow three. The Raptors don't mind that. He's not too much of a lethal three-point shooter last season. And on this play, you see Lowry and Gasol working hard to contain the two-man game of the Magic. Siakam sags way down into the paint in case Vooch dives to the rim. That's going to let Aaron Gordon get a three off. Decent shot contest from Siakam, but Gordon's one of the few Magic players who had a good game in this one. 8 for 12 for 20 points. And on this play, you see the Magic are going to work it to Aaron Gordon. Siakam and Gasol wind up switching the screen, and Pascal with some pretty nice post defense on Vucevic, but Gordon just hits an incredible shot over the top of Gasol as the shot clock starts to run down. And sometimes that's just how it goes when a guy has a hot hand, and as long as you're forcing tough contested shots, that's really all you can ask for. On this play, as Evan Fournier curls off Vucevic for the handoff, check out the way Lowry, Gasol, and Green just converge on him, close up his space, and Lowry is able to reach in there and poke the ball away. That's going to be a turnover, and that allows the Raptors to get out and running. Pascal Siakam as dangerous as anyone in the open court, and he just steps around DJ Augustine and puts it up and in for the and one. And then on this play, as DJ Augustin rejects the screen and drives to the left, he's going to get past Siakam, but as soon as he gets toward the paint, he's meeting 3 bodies there. He has to kick it out and start all over again. This time when he drives into the lane, more bodies. He finds Jonathan Isaac in the corner for a 3, but as I mentioned, he's not a lethal shooter, about 33% on the season. Good work by the Raptors to pack the paint. And as Terrence Ross gets the ball and faces up, nice activity level from Norman Powell. Active hands, springs up, deflects the ball, gets the steal, and he's going to go solo on this one, taking it down to the other end for a tough finger roll finish. The Raptors pushing their lead up to 24 as the third quarter comes to a close. And the Raptors really didn't let up heading into the fourth quarter. A lot of good shot contests, a lot of pressure on the perimeter, really just making the Magic uncomfortable on this one. You see Van Vliet getting up into Fournier, almost pokes the ball away, and then as Fournier drives, Serge is there to shut it down, plus Kawhi with the help. The pass goes to Jonathan Isaac in the corner, and he's going to brick another 3. Kem Birch comes up with the offensive board, and Lowry just takes it from him. Never letting up, even with a 30-point lead. An absolutely heroic performance. And finally, as Kem Birch tries to put up the little flip shot in the lane, Serge Ibaka swats the shot, and that's going to do it for this one. Pretty much garbage time from there on out. The Raptors go on to win 111-82. A huge step up from their Game 1 performance, led by the lion-hearted Kyle Lowry. Once again, I'm going to remind you to check out the Patreon, launching this Friday, March 20th. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you thought of the Raptors defense in the comments.